Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are continuing our exploration of the Bjork discography, and I thought I would kind of go back into her early days, because, a lot of people were mentioning that, oh yeah, Bjork did do jazz, because I remember mentioning, while I was reacting to Debut, I was like, jazz would really suit Bjork. Did not realize that she released a jazz album in Icelandic, titled Gling-Glo, and I'm not reacting to the full album today, but if that's something you guys want, I will totally do it. I'm just listening to the main track titled Gling-Glo. Really intrigued what this is going to sound like. Obviously, sounds like it's going to be very all-out jazz, kind of not too much pop elements, very jazz heavy. Maybe not, but I'm very interested in this, because just kind of going back into her discography, kind of basically the idea that I have here before we continue with what's the album name called? Not Vespertine. What's the other one before Vespertine? Let me double check. Homogenic. Before we get into Homogenic, I want to go back and listen to this one, and I want to take a look at some of her live performances and music videos. I'm going to do that before we listen to Homogenic. I think that is kind of the best way to kind of absorb everything we've heard so far, because I feel like I haven't had the right amount of time to absorb everything. Of course, I've been listening to it, but I feel like I need more time with the songs that I have listened to, and then we can listen to Homogenic. So today we're listening to Gling-Glo. Super excited how Bjork's vocals and, just the instrumentation is going to sound with jazz, out of all things. Like, really exciting. Ooh. Love that beautiful piano. I'm so excited.
Gling-Glo, klukkan sló, mánin ofar skýjum hlá.
It kind of sounds like a nursery rhyme almost. You know what I mean? That melody feels so familiar. This is the first time I've heard her kind of sing in Icelandic very heavily. Love hearing her vocals more. This is way more raw. That's a very familiar melody for sure. Ooh. Hell yeah. That piano, let's go. So soothing. Oh, her vocals kind of seemed like they went down a notch. This is so beautiful. It's so, like, it's got a level of comfort to it. I love it. Oh, come on. Her vocals are making me, like, emotional almost. I can feel how much emotion she's putting into them. That was beautiful. Oh, that was so beautiful. That was so nice. That was a very nice change of pace from Bjork. Just listening to this kind of way more raw and, vocal focused, there's been a lot of tracks that I've noticed to, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I love kind of noticing the production, and like that's one of the things when I'm listening to tracks, I look out for the production, but for this, it really feels like I can focus on her vocals. And during the reactions to debut and post, that was kind of what I was wanting, is something kind of more stripped back to kind of really hear her full vocals more. And we did definitely get some tracks like that, especially in post. There were a lot of tracks that kind of were kind of on the slow side, had this jazz element, mixed with pop, mixed with hip hop, crazy amount of genre mixing on post. That's still something that I can't get over. But yeah, this is kind of exactly what I was wanting, just for Bjork to show off her vocal range, something that you can kind of, and I was like, I don't know, I was kind of getting into the feels of that, just the pure emotion that goes into her vocals, and how, authentic the instrumentation is. It's not super produced. It's like, that's jazz, baby. That's jazz. So yeah, I am a huge fan of that. Again, jazz is not my typical typical genre of choice. I don't listen to a lot of jazz music at all. I'm very unfamiliar. The most jazz that I've listened to is probably through Lady Gaga's discography. I'm going to be totally honest. So, and it's not to say I'm against jazz, because I really, really like this. I just haven't really given it a shot, and I think I need to. So, yeah, so within the next week or so, I want to kind of tackle some of her music videos of the songs I've heard, and some live performances, some iconic live performances of Bjork before we kind of head into Homogenic. Just, again, to kind of absorb everything. I hope this is okay with you guys. I know you guys are looking forward to the Homogenic reaction, but trust me, this is better in the long run, so I can kind of, see all the visuals attached to these first couple of eras, and then we will continue with this marathon. Thank you guys for joining me on this ride. Loving the sound of this from Bjork, like so beautiful. Let me know your thoughts on this song. Let me know your thoughts on the album. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not done so. We're almost at 1,000, which is so insane to think about. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I will see you guys in the next one.